put it this way. Hi guys, welcome. My name is Liz. This is the Crafty Queens page. We are going to finish up, I don't want to touch it without gloves, but we're going to finish this mess up today. And I think we'll have time to at least start, if not finish, a second project. You heard me right. First time ever. First time for everything, huh? I can talk. Just not when I'm live. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna pull up comments down here so I can see a little better. Let me know when you're here, where you're from. Yay! Okay, so I think I got us everywhere. Hold on, I forgot my own group, y'all. I always forget my own. There we be. There we be. Okay, post. Yes, ma'am. Post. Okay, guys, so let me throw this on real quick. We are going to finish this beautiful, I'm trying to show you like the texture. Okay, this is a part 2. So if you were not here last time, I'm going to catch you up real quick and then we're going to keep trucking, okay? What we did was we took a Gain pod container and then what did we do? We lightly sanded it, and then we hot glued some thick twine. Where is it? It's still down here. We hot glued some thick twine, but if you just want a little texture, you could do thin, whatever, okay? We hot glued some thick twine in stripes around it, and then we took this, then we took this, which is called what? Heavyweight spackling. We took some heavyweight spackling and we added it to the top. And then I used a spatula that I really need to clean and I smoothed it out. I used my fingers, I used some gloves, yada yada. We let that sit for probably way too many days. And then I took it outside and I spray painted it black because that's just simpler. I know the look I want, so we still have some more work to do, but I thought starting with a dark vase was gonna be what I wanted. So now we've got this beautiful textured piece and we're going to make it hopefully look kind of like pottery, okay? And then this one will be done. And like I said, I have a couple other things, like little things sitting here that I need to get done anyways, because I'm preparing for the Craft on the Clock Market Day sale. So we will have that on Friday as well, where we'll be selling some of our goodies, some of our vintage finds. I got a couple antique things I might throw in. I missed everybody. Good morning, Miss Tracy. Doodle Denise. Hello, girl. Miss Mary's here. Hi, Pam. Miss Mary. It's another Mary. It's another Mary. Miss Anita, Grungy Goodness is here. What's your first name, girl? I love your page. I was stalking it slightly. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Kelsey. Good morning, Miss Mary. I loved your project. Hi, Denise. Miss Patty's here. Linda, Deborah. Another Patty. Yep, another Patty. We got Marys and Patties in the house. Good morning, Miss Lois. Howdy, girl. Okay, so I just spray painted it about an hour ago, so it might not be fully dry, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and throw some of this on it just in case. Oh, I do see like a little wet spot here. I've had something in this left eye for 7 years and 3 nights and I cannot get it out. Pretty sure it's my eyeball, but still. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just hit it with a little bit of heat real quick. It's really only wet up here. And then I will probably take it back outside, tape off like the rim here, like put this in a bag, tape it off, and then I'll spray paint the inside black as well so that there will be no green left from the Gain container. Say what I'm doing? Let me see if I can pick this up. So there's a little bit of green still left. So like I said, I'll wrap this in a plastic bag, put some painter's tape up here, and then take my spray paint and get down in there really good. I might have to touch it up with a brush because I'm not sure if that'll work, but we'll see. I did have my coffee, girl. I did have my coffee. It's almost done. It's almost done. I've been getting so much done in the mornings that I'm probably slightly wired, which is fine. Good morning, Luscious Locks. How are you, girl? Okay, so the next step I want to do, and I think it'll get messy, or I could use a brush. So let's see. The next step we're gonna do, I'll use a clean one, is some baking soda and some acrylic paint. I'm gonna use all this because, you guys, I cannot get this off. So I need to get all this out of here. It was put on crooked. Definitely not my fault. It must have been my daughter. It was put on here crooked. Now it's all going up my mouth. And now I can't move it. So I'm gonna go soak it in some Dawn dish soap and water and pray that that works to get it off. So we're gonna start with that, and then I'll turn this one upside down. It's almost out. And then we're gonna get some of us here. Hello, Lois. How are you, girl? I'm super excited for this project, the other 20 that I'd love to get done before Friday, and all of that. Okay, so I'm gonna take a palette knife, and I'm just gonna kind of start putting some of this in here. My goal is to kind of make this look like a matte textured pottery piece. Okay, that's what I'm going for here. So we're getting close with the spackling that's on there. It gives us a lot of pretty texture. Makes it look homemade. Do y'all hear my dogs? Hello, Kim. How are you, girl? I can't even with them. They're ridiculous. Ridiculous. But this will just help us give it a little bit more of that matte finish, because the spray paint isn't matte. It was actually semi-gloss, but it looks pretty good, if we're being honest. It's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna slowly, hello, Miss Brenda. I'm gonna slowly just incorporate this into all my paint until I get it the consistency I want it, which is this. This is what I'm going for. I hope you can tell. Kind of like toothpaste, I would say. Maybe slightly thicker than toothpaste. So I'm just gonna mix that all in. I'm gonna take this, I think. Miss Pat was on this morning and she's like, Liz uses her turntable all the time, and she didn't like her turntable today. And I was making fun of her, and now here I am with my turntable wobbling all around on me. Because karma. Okay, so that's what I'm going for. So we're taking this runny paint and giving it a little bit of thickness. And then I think I'm gonna put my gloves on, and we might like start with a brush, but I don't see a brush moving this around very good, so we might have to be using our fingers. We might ought to just have to be using our fingers. Oh, my hand's cramping. Okay, almost there, almost there. I cannot wait to see this dry. I think it'll be gorgeous. Put just a tiny bit more. And then I think we're good. Okay. So I took that runny acrylic paint, thickened it up with this. This is kind of like a DIY chalk paint too, just FYI. If you ever like need it in a pinch and you have acrylic paint in the color that you want, and you've got some baking soda laying around, this is a pretty darn good comparison. Okay, so now we've got nice, thick, goopy texture. I will try with a brush first, but I'm thinking, was that glitter? Oh, my daughter's about to be kicked out of the house, y'all. Good morning, Shannon. How are you, girl? Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna set this over here now, and I'm gonna, I'm pretty sure all of my brushes that I'm looking for right now are over there. Oh, I don't want to use that. Let's try this one. So I'm gonna start with a brush, but see what I mean? Like, it's very hard to like move it with a brush. So I'll try, but I might just be going to my fingers. And I'm hoping that what this does is give it a matte, like almost like white in some places, like a chalky finish, so that it looks more like pottery than it does like a plastic game container. Good morning, Miss Marcia. How are you? I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I got way too much of that stuff, and I don't have barely enough. And you got some like chunks flying off. I don't know if y'all can tell. Into pieces just from all that spackling texture goodness. Okay. And then that spackling turns white, so I'll show you like back here. That spackling, it was pink when we put it on, and then it turned white, and see, like, because I spray painted when it was sitting like this, so I didn't really see all that. But it kind of is giving what I'm going for. So I don't hate it. I really don't hate it too much. Okay, now let's see. I think I might have actually done pretty good here. I am gonna go over the high parts as well. Okay. Oop. And then let's go ahead and put it in places around the sides and back as well. Might have to mix up a little more. See all that crumble? Now you can take like a fine grit sandpaper and sand that spackling once it's dry, but because I'm going for like some light areas and some darker areas and a lot of texture, I didn't, because I knew this would happen. And I feel like if it's not perfect, it makes it look more authentic, you know? So I went with it, but you could do that. All that looseness is gonna fall. Okay, I do need to mix up just a wee bit more. I'm gonna set this over here. Don't touch anything. And we are going to open here, like it says. Oh, I already got some. Hold on, let me just try this. Okay, let's try. And then I got a couple vintage frames I want to work on. I would love to get a lot of this stuff done by Friday's sale. Okay, so if you're new to Craft on the Clock, good morning, Georgianne. Which is the last one? Sorry, I'm late. We are finishing up our vase here, and then we are going to pivot and do some vintage frames. And I grabbed a couple because I didn't know how long the vase would take to finish, so we'll just see what all we get done. But if you're new to Craft on the Clock, what I was going to say is this Friday they're having a market day. And what that means is it's a live sale, not an auction, where creators can go and sell whatever they want in this realm, okay? So you're talking vintage, you're talking antique, you're talking handmaids, and you're talking crafting supplies. I would say that about covers it. I could be missing something. But if you like any of that stuff, you're gonna wanna be here on Friday. This is a free group, the one that you're in now, unless you found me on my page. And if that's the case, it's in my description, the link. You can join the free group called Craft Around the Clock, and that way you can see all the goodies on Friday. I'll be one of the first ones, I think, I'm sure, because I'm on at like 9 a.m. Eastern time, and then it's a full day of fun from there. So I have been focused on that, laser focused, getting all my stuff ready. Okay. All right. Now let's get some on our brush here. You can't all be over here on my left side, okay? Good morning, Miss Pat. I was just having trouble with my turntable and I was talking about you. Were your ears burning? I was like, here I was laughing at Pat this morning, and now mine is going to give me grief as well. Okay. So just let the crumbs fly, people. Just let the crumbs fly. Okay. If you like vintagey, rustic, old-timey looking stuff, handmade looking stuff, this is your jam. It's fine, it's fine. Under here is pretty light, so I'm just gonna use a little bit here and get under, just so it matches the rest of the project. Good morning, Miss Brenda. Hello, Gail. I know it's been a hot second, girl. How you been? Okay. Now, just FYI, if you guys do use a Gain Pod container or something like it, where I had where the container like dips in right here and right here, there are actual cracks. With everything we're doing to it, you may or may not see it. It's in the back because the front doesn't do that. So it is in the back, but just so you know, you could use any type of container or vase to do this. I just wanted to see if it would work on here. And I'm thinking that it's a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay. I think we're good, y'all. I think we're good. I'm about to dry this. Yeah, I'm really glad I spray painted it, because as the crumbs are falling, it's looking lighter under there. Okay, so now when we dry it, we should get that matte, chalky, pottery looking finish that we're wanting. I'm gonna move this because I don't want to move that all around with my heater. Go ahead. Good morning, Miss Barb. Miss Gail, this is a Gain Pod container. Let me quit yelling. And what I plan to do, just so you know, because I would never leave it like this, is it's green inside mostly. Maybe a little bit of spray from when I sprayed the outside with black spray paint, but it's mostly green inside. So I'm gonna be putting this into like a Kroger bag and taping it with painter's tape up here, and then spraying the inside all black as well. So hopefully you wouldn't be able to tell, but that's what we started with. There is a part 1 to this. We had to let it dry overnight. And then I did spray paint it black about an hour ago just to give us a good base. I can't wait to see this. It's already, in the places that are drying, it's already looking cool. Maybe on some of the high points, like some silver or some gold rub and buff would look cool. Mine will be staying this way. But man, you could do this so many different cool ways. Okay. Wait until you see this crusty goodness. All right, y'all. It's yummy. It's yummy. Are you sitting down? Look at this. So it gave us that matte. See how it's lightening up as it's drying, giving us that hopefully handmade looking pottery-ish. OMG. Oh, I'm loving it. I am loving it. Now, hang on a minute here. I want to get some more heat on this, because we can't just set it to the side and let it air dry. Oh no. We got to see it now. But you get, like I said, you could do this on anything. If you get a vase that you like, but it's kind of plain and you want to add a bunch of texture, you could do this. A planter would be really cool. So many different things. Okay. All right, y'all. Now, that would make a cool bee. Ooh, yes it would. Girl, yes it would. Oh my God, I love this so much. So much. I know it ain't for everybody, but it's for me. Now, I already have in my head the exact flowers that I want for this. And if you've been to Hobby Lobby and your florals are in the front like mine, you might have seen like the black with like purpley grayish blues. That's what I'm going for, okay? But this is what I have on hand. So this is just to kind of show you where we're going. Not the colors that I'm using, but the type of stuff that'll be in here, okay? And obviously I'll cut them to size, but something like so, okay? Oh my gosh. So something like so. These are more for fall type or whatever, like vintagey or burnt orangey looking, and I love them, but for this vase, I want those flowers. I can picture them in my head. So that's what I'll do. So we only have one more step, which I'll need to do outside, which is the bag, the tape, and the spray paint. And then I think she's done. I think she's done. You could, oh, and I have to do the bottom too. We're going to be throwing this out, but I've left it here just so I could show people as they hop on. That won't be needed since we're using it as a vase. You could drill holes so that it could act like be a legit planter if you wanted, but we're just using it as like a faux flower vase. What else? I think that's it. You could do more than one layer of the baking soda and paint as well if you wanted it thicker and thicker. I think because I did the spackling step, it's pretty thick and good already. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to get those flowers, Carol. I need to go, but then I try to stay out of Hobby Lobby because I'm a bad girl making a beehive. That's awesome. Good morning, Lucille. Hello, April. Thanks for dealing the Queen's girl. That way I could not find you. Oh no. Dang book of faces. Hello, Jeanette. How are you? Yes. So I'm going to set this one to the side, but that's where we're going. Got it? That's where we're going. I'll put those in there for a second because I need to take them back over to my display, but I don't want them to get trampled. So that one's done. Next. Okay, don't look. Don't look. Act like you don't see this at all happening right now. Okay, I need to sand this down, but kind of like the spray paint. I had to spray paint that and then bring it inside to let it dry. So sort of the same. I need to go outside and sand this, but it is like 40 degrees today. We keep going from 70 to 40. I don't understand it. Burnt orange color. I do too. I love those colors. It just goes more with like the brown and the amber and the stuff I have over there. So, I just have, you know how it is. You get something in your head and you can't be told any different. But that at least gives you guys an idea. And yes, if you like those in there, I would definitely. You could do a white one of those, a brown one would be gorgeous. Whatever. I need to clean this, so just pretend like it ain't there. Okay, so now we're gonna do some frames. How much time we got? How we doing? I don't remember what time I went on. Oh, we got like 20 minutes. Okay, so I've got some, we've been working on vignettes and gallery wall type pieces and yummy goodness, okay? And 36, oh, I bet, Jeanette, oh my gosh, I need to have more. I need to have for me to spend all my money out. Gail, why was I just telling my friend Carol last night? I want to get to a point where I can have a sale and then use all that money to go buy more things for my next sale. Whether I'm flipping them or not. I am in Ohio, Miss Kelsey. Oh, it's Kelsia. I'm so sorry. I think I mispronounced it the first time. Is it pronounced Kelsia? Where's my necklace, y'all? Did it fall off? No. Okay. So at any rate, we're doing some stuff here. Okay. And let me see here. I do think I'm sold on this for this because the frame is just about where I want it. So I'm going to use that one. Jeanette, aren't you in Ohio too? It is. It's like 40. We got it Thursday, Friday. It's not. Ugh. And then we keep getting storms, you guys. We keep, which I know it's spring, okay? Calm down. But I don't want the tornadoes. I specifically don't live in Tornado Alley for a reason. I ain't a storm chaser. I don't want none of that in my life. And I just watched that Twister documentary last week, and Cody was up the other night, and he's like a paranoid, you know, whenever it rains. And he was back and forth watching the storm, and he's like, why did we have to watch that? I was like, I know. I know, babe, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see. I just got some different from Amazon or ephemera, is that how you say it? Books that I've gotten over the last couple years. I just grabbed some different things. Let me see here. Okay, I'm kind of liking her. Kind of liking you. I'm kind of liking you. I'm going to cut you out. And she's too small for this frame, but we have a... I can't talk and cut at the same time. But we've got that covered. Okay? We got you covered, girl. Just hang tight. These are so beautiful, you guys. They're so beautiful. Cindy, I am so jealous. I'm about an hour or so from... Where are you? Like, what's your town? Because if it's like that close, I might have heard of it. Okay. I think these would fit, but I'm stubborn, so hang on a minute. Maybe I do like them. Maybe I do. Oh, the birds. The birds. All right, let's start with one. I haven't decided on this big one yet, but let's just start with one. And then we've got our yummy goodness from the girl over there that we did. All right. Start with this one. Do y'all hear my dogs at all? Because they will act like they are neglected when I come down here. They sit up there and cry. And I know that they're up there plotting. Like the second she lets us out, we're peeing everywhere. And I know that they are. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, I know, I made you sad. Okay. They're kind of spoiled because I've worked from home since 2014 and they weren't even born yet. Crawford County, hold up. Crawford County, Ohio. Are you close? I don't know if that sounds familiar. Crawford County. I'm in Licking County. I'm in Johnstown, Pataskala, New Albany, Gahanna, Granville area. I'm literally smack dab in the middle of 17 towns. But that's where I am. But I know a lot of Ohio because I used to work on the military bases for like Ohio and a lot of surrounding states. All right, this is what you get. You don't throw a fit. Hold on. I'm gonna throw a fit right here. Because I kind of rounded off everything else, so I ought to round that off too. Look how cute it is. And then you're gonna be straight and simple. And you're gonna be that. Okay. Let me just work on one at a time and calm down because I'm excited to see these. Mansfield. Oh my gosh, I was just up in Mansfield a month or two ago. First off, I've been there a million times because I used to go to the prison every year and now I don't, but I do go to incarceration. Well, I am going this year. I've been one other time and then my husband and son went the last few years and then I'm going this year. So where's my paper, people? Where's my paper? And then Alana had Girl Scouts in Mansfield. They went snow tubing last month or so. They went snow tubing. This is, like I said, just another book page from a book that I got somewhere, someday, some way. I'm gonna put this on here. There are columns here, so I'm being a little more picky than I normally would so that it doesn't look too wonky. Okay. That's just gonna go right over the other line, but oh Lord, I lost it all. Hold it. Oh good God, hold on. I think I got it. But yes, I love the Mansfield prison. I used to go every Halloween. I really want to take my son there. He's 18 now. and not like, I used to go when he was super little. But when we go to incarceration, it's like a 3-hour wait to go see the prison. So I really don't want to do it then. All right, we're going to take this beautiful piece of paper here. And please tell me that I did this to where I can cut that off. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So we're going to get it on here first. And then I'm going to move Pooge. We do the Prairie Peddler. Oh, Butler, Ohio. Now, Butler sounds familiar. I don't think it's super close, but it sounds familiar. Oh, gosh. Thank you, sir. Ooh, sexy. Hold on. I got to clean that out when I'm done. I was doing something. We're going to get this Mod Podge here. We're going to throw her on here. You could do the iron method, whatever you like. When I'm working with napkins, I love the iron method. Otherwise, if I can pick up the paper and move it once I have it on there, I usually just throw it on there. But with napkins being so brittle, I like that method. Okay, so I just have a layer of Mod Podge there. Now we're going to throw it on. And press her down. Just a little soft. Okay. Okay, prison. I've been to prison 7 times. You didn't know? Just popping on her. Mary Jane, she's in Ohio too. Mansfield's about an hour from me, by the way. But she's in Ohio too, and she was telling me where. And I was like, oh, we go visit the prison because you can walk through it at Halloween time. And you can walk through it at concerts, and I'm sure they do overnights. My girlfriend did do an overnight, like I think all through the year. Okay, I got this good and down. Now let's give it a little dry. This is tiny. This is the itty bitty feller. And let's give her a dry. 13 minchkits. So we were talking about where she is, and I go to the prison there all the time. I love any architecture, and I love old buildings and that yummy crusty goodness, you know. So I've always been about that life. And now it comes out in my crafting. But yeah, even when I was 20, I'd be like, let's go check it out. It's really cool. Okay. Now, I don't have a lot of overhang on this, but if you do, you can take a little, this thing, you can take a little, you know, one of these, nail file, or a gator, or whatever you got. And I don't think I have much overhang. Oh, I have a little bit there. Okay, you're just gonna sand downward so you don't peel back up your paper. I don't think I have much at all. I did a pretty good cut in that. Until I go to get it in the frame and don't fit. Yeah, I think it's just right here. Let's get that off. Okay, so now we got us a little background. Somebody's in the kitchen and I need a table like that. Yes, girl, everybody does. If you're a crafter or you're like living life, you definitely need a table like that. It's perfect for crafting, and y'all can't even see most of it. You can see about 25% of it. I thought maybe she was teaching arts and crafts to the inmates. Can't. No way, Jeanette. Was it still open? Is it supposed to be haunted? Yeah, you know, like everything in Ohio, done overnight, and it's pretty cool. You've done it there, Katrina? That's funny. Okay, so yeah, my girlfriend went there and did it. I think I was pregnant or something. I was like, I probably shouldn't freak myself out that much. Just look. This is what gets me, is the little candle with the little, oh. But, yeah, I don't think I didn't go to that with her. And she said it was fun. She said things did happen. She did hear noises and things, and she's not sure if it was like the guides messing with them or if it was legitimate. But nobody move. Please be straight. Please be straight. All right, I'm gonna put it in here real quick just so I can see if it is or not. Look at us go. Look how cute that's gonna be. That's adorable. Just adorable, I tell you. Okay. We're gonna get a little clear sandwich baggie. Yeah, this U-shaped table, okay, is supposed to be a teacher-student desk. So I was on Facebook Marketplace and I got it for 30 bucks. I had no idea how life-changing it would be, but it is fantabulous for this. Okay. So she's on there pretty good. She's on there pretty good. Can y'all hear my stomach growling? I'm sorry if you can. So sorry. I gotta remember to eat today. I did not yesterday, and I gave myself a really bad headache. I haven't done that in so long. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, now we're gonna take some Distress Oxide. This one is Ground Express, so it's like a grayish brown color because we can't leave things alone. And we're going to give this just a little more in this corner here because there's a lot on this side. It's kind of heavy. So we're gonna do some there. And then I'll just take and go around my edges of my girl and boy. Okay. And I'm just gonna put a little bit through them too. Okay, see that there? Yes. Oh, were you talking about the turntable and not the table? I'm sorry, girl. Yeah, that turntable. Yes, you do. You need that too. You need that too. I need to take mine outside and sand it. It's gunky because in the winter time, I really don't go outside and sand much. However, I need to. Okay. Now, if you wanted to stick a charm, I've got a lot of stuff upstairs for the sale because I'm like, if there's a jar in one of these, I am, stop it right now. Stop it. It's just darling. I'm trying to decide if I love this or hate it. Hold on. We're crafters, so we hate it and we got to change it, right? But I've got a lot of my little blingy type stuff or filler type stuff that I would love to add to this in there. Carol, are you still here? Who was that amazing woman that you sent me yesterday? Because now I want to just add stuff to everything. Smaller, lazy. Do they really, April? That's super cheap. This I got for $17 total. This was $11. It's 17 inches. The 6-inch hardware kit was $5. That was before COVID. No, it was like 2021, 2022. Halloween. I do too. I don't know about working on Asylum though. However, but yeah. And then I threw it together myself. So I did not buy this one already done. I threw it together myself. That's hilarious. My husband took 2 minutes and did a video. So if you guys do need to know, it is up there for you. But my husband took 2 minutes and threw it together himself. And I've been using the same one and I've sanded it down a million times. It used to be even thicker. I've sanded it down. I've ruined it. I've sanded it down again. We've decoupaged on it because I thought it was going to stay pretty. You know, all that. So I'm just taking this and I'm just throwing it in here because I like the antique gold look better than like the bright bronze, or I don't know what that would be called, but better than the bright gold look. Okay. That's how we're going to describe that. How are we doing? We got 6 minutes. I don't know if it's safe to use your finger. I've had a lot of people ask me that. I'll let you know in 20 years. Philadelphia, they had to know that was the scariest place. Oh, ooh. I don't think I would walk through a tunnel in Columbus, Ohio at all. Like never ever, not even in broad daylight. Dollar Tree for $5. Did you really? How big is it? How big is it? Turntables, Beth from Rican. Oh, does she have one? I'll have to check it out. Cozy Junk Studio on YouTube, y'all. Okay? Just go watch everything she's ever made because I'm telling you, I watched one video with like a few different types of things that she does and I'm sold. I found her last night because Miss Carol sent her to me. Good morning, Andrea. How are you, sister-in-law? And wait till you see this. And I need to be left alone for about 27 years so I can catch up on all her videos because she is fabulous. All right, now we're gonna take one of these makeup brushes here and we're gonna find something clean to wipe it on. Okay, just to make sure that we get any gunk off. And then we rubbed it on, now we're gonna buff it off. We're not really buffing it off, we're just gonna buff it in there even better. I will have to check her out. I have seen others use them too, and I've seen others decorate them too. I just don't typically, only because I have to sand them down so often. I stopped. We've whitewashed it, we've stained it, we've done all kinds. Okay, and then I think like on the four corners here. Now, what I plan to do with a couple of these other ones, just so y'all know, maybe I'll do quick videos so that you can see, because I gotta kind of keep going, because I got so much I want to get done before the sale on Friday. But I think what I'm gonna do for the bigger one, because it'll have a lot of white space around it, is I'm going to crackle it using the Fine Line Crackle Components 1 and 2 from Pentart. And I think that'll, you know, give it some aged goodness. Good morning, Miss Gail. Oh, that's awesome, Pat. That's a good thing to look for. Yes, ma'am. All right, y'all. So we're just throwing some. I'm putting it heavier on the corners and then just kind of dragging it through. I forgot the bottom altogether. Okay. Just so it kind of looks like aged yumminess, okay? Now, I might need to put like a little another piece of paper or something back there because it's actually pretty thin. Oh, I don't have the glass in, y'all. I'm like, why is it wobbling all around? It didn't do that a minute ago. Good morning, Miss Sarah. I must have missed Miss Sarah. All right, now we should ought to clean this, right? Nah, it's vintage. Hold on. It's vintage. It's fine. I'm gonna clean it. Okay, we got some alcohol. Gonna clean it. Because if we don't, we'll be staring at it for the next several days going, we should have cleaned that. And now I know it's not clean. And I could have saved myself all this stress. You have my maiden name. Oh, that's awesome. Was that the other Gail that said that? Is there another Gail Schmidt? Okay, so let's see. All right, that's as clean as it's getting in this house. I'm throw this on there gently, gently, gently. Throw this back on there. Put that on there, and that is just adorable. Now, I didn't fully cover this, but you could take the time. I think it looks really cool when you don't, because it'll give it almost like, oh, it was fading, so we painted it again, right? But you could leave the glass out and put little trinkets and things. That's where I was going with Cozy Junk, her page. That's what she did, and all of her stuff is so beautiful. So there's that. And then I'll show the thing one more time here. We finished this up today. And are you seeing how I'm in like the black and gold era of my life right now? So we finished that up today. Like I said, I still got to do the last step, which I'll do, and then I'll post picture once I get the right flowers. I cannot wait. And then we did this today, and I've got 2 more over here I'd like to get done. I'm going to use some crackle and some other fun things. I'm going to do some charms that are just upstairs. I forgot to bring stuff down here, but let's go see. Thank you, Mary. Thanks, Brenda. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Let's go see who's next on Craft on the Clock. I will see you Thursday morning around 8:30 or 9:30 for another craft, and then I'll see you Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern time for our sale in this group. The link is in the description, and I appreciate y'all hanging out, and we will see you guys again next time. Bye, guys. Have a good one.